Well, free concerts are back this summer here in downtown Springfield. I'm hanging out with Shelly Tulo and Christy Walden. Ladies, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having us.
All right, let's tell everybody where we're at and what's happening here, Christy.
So we're on the Y block, North Mansion block, the lawn. So we have the Levitt Springfield Music Series. It's every Thursday for 10 weeks in the summer. We are in week 2, so we're rolling.
And this was a kind of a big deal to be able to get this concert series to Springfield. You had to apply for it and everything. Talk about how that worked.
So the Levitt Foundation, which is a national foundation, has 47 sites now. It's a grant program, so our seed money comes from them, and then the matching grant, it's a matching grant, so we have to have local partners and sponsors that co-sign to that. So we have a 3-year grant. We're in year 2 of 3. But the foundation gives us just that, a foundation for what we're doing, the type of music that we book, the energy, and the purpose of this, providing free music to everyone in your community.
And this kicked off here just recently, and it's going to run for 10 weeks throughout the summer. What is the experience like? What is this back lawn going to be looking like once a week here on Thursdays?
So you'll see between 15 and 20 tents, as well as food trucks all along 5th Street. And then last week we had about 1,500 people out here.
Oh my goodness.
So it's going to look a little bit different than it does now. Of course, stage, and we have 5 different performances. When you look at, we have a youth orchestra opening a lot of the weeks, and then our opening acts, a dance intermission, and then our headlining performance.
So this is a great opportunity for local performers to kind of open for some bigger names.
Correct.
Coming straight to Springfield. Shelly, let's talk a little bit about the Springfield Sangamon Growth Alliance and your partnership to make this all happen.
Yeah, the Growth Alliance is really happy to be able to sponsor this Levitt Amp series. Economic development obviously is our main focus, and the cultural experience of our community is a big part of that economic driver for our community. So the Levitt Amp series is really important to the quality of life here in Springfield and Sangamon County. So we're super pleased to help out and be a part of the Levitt Amp series.
You actually have a small role in this, more than you're saying.
I do, actually. So as a local performer, I actually have a unique opportunity this year. My local duo is opening for one of the main acts. And so this is a really great opportunity for local musicians and performers to kind of get out there and get in front of, to open for a larger nationally touring, group. And so it's kind of a big deal. So not only does this provide awesome national exposure with local music, but it's also our local people, so it's great.
Well, congratulations to you. That is so exciting. Okay, Shelly mentioned some of these big acts. Is there anyone that we would recognize? Who's coming that we would know?
So it depends on the kind of music you like a lot of the time. We've got coming up soon a brass band called Empire Strikes Brass. A lot of people know who they are. A lot of people don't. So part of what we're challenged with is we're not getting these huge names that you know, because we are a nonprofit series. So we don't have this gigantic budget to bring in some of the people we've had suggested. But Paul Beaubrun, who was here our first week, he has played with groups, Arcade Fire, which is a very popular group a lot of people know. We've got a bluegrass group coming up that I know has great traction around this area and regionally. That's Armchair Boogie. So we have a different genre every week. Our last week is Radio Free Honduras, which is a Latin group that a lot of people have heard of, and if you don't know you've heard of them, you've heard their music. So it's not these gigantic, marquee names, but they are nationally touring. That's one of the things that we are challenged with from the foundation, is that we have to have people that are on the road and that are having exposure across the country.
Why do people need to come and experience a concert here on the lawn with the Levitt Amp Springfield Music Series?
I always say, why not? It's free. It's family friendly, it's dog friendly, it's people friendly. You can come out, and so many people come out, they don't like bluegrass, but they come because the environment here is so positive and so welcoming that your kids can run around and be safe. They can interact with kids that they wouldn't see otherwise. People make friends out here. People celebrate birthdays. We've had every sort of interaction out on this lawn between people who maybe didn't know each other. Last week, we got to sing happy birthday. So 1,200 people sang happy birthday to somebody that didn't know those 1,200 people. So it's just it's a really special energy. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, when and where? Let's kind of remind everybody one more time.
Thursdays, we started May 30th. We're going through August 1st, so 10 weeks. We start at 6 p.m. Headliner starts at 8, and we go as late as 9:30.
Okay, so come ready to have a great evening with the family, get some food from the food trucks. And thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, Heather.
Exciting things happening here in downtown Springfield. We do appreciate the Springfield Sangamon Growth Alliance for sponsoring our time here today. And if you want to learn more, we'll have all that information posted at ciLiving.tv.